Okay, what does the sales process look like? All right, you guys, so now we're going to talk about the process. Okay. Most transactions, and now I'm talking outside third party, I'm not talking internal sale. Okay, so if you came to me like that attorney did yesterday, say, can you sell my business in 17 days? We should all just smoke together, buddy, because it ain't going to get there, man. But at least we can live a happy life, okay? No way. I would generally tell you most businesses of reasonable value, $1 million plus in value that I'm selling, is going to take me 9 months to 12 months on an outside sale, okay? So just know it's about a year to do so. So if you say you're 2 years out, you need to be planning now because it needs to be on the market by the end of this year to sell it by the end of next year, okay? So if you're 5 years out, you got about 2 years to start thinking, 2 to 3 years, and then you need to start planning it. Okay, that's the general big picture. I'm just gonna give you the big, okay? It's basically broken out into 3 steps. One is our prep, okay? Oftentimes someone goes, okay, I'm ready to sell my business. And once again, this is outside third party. This isn't, I have identified a key employee. He wants to buy it. We've agreed. I'm gonna give him $1 million. He's gonna do that. Not that. I'm saying you just coming in the cold. What I gotta do is I gotta basically get all the information together. I gotta accumulate a mass load of data that a buyer is gonna be interested in. Your customer concentration, your AR aging, how much your backlog is, how do your financials look, your org chart, I need to know it all the things that I know every buyer's gonna wanna know, okay? And that takes a while because you guys say you're busy. I don't know if you're busy right now, but you're all saying you're busy. Your controllers are like, I can't get all that information. Everyone's, so it takes a while. Usually it's you as a seller, that takes the time, not me, okay? Now, phase 2. I've got all the stuff together. I've got all my information. I now know the story. I can figure out how I'm gonna package this thing up, and I'm ready to basically put it together. And what I do is I have to put together a document. They call it, a teaser, which is a 1-page teaser, which you kind of hand out. It says nothing about your company, nothing about your name. It just says, hey, I have a sheet metal company. This is what they do. They're awesome. They're San Diego based. They're doing $50 million in revenue. They have 300 employees, and they're friggin' rock stars, and you wanna buy them. Okay, nothing about your company. Then we also have a more detailed document, which is what we call a book, that after they sign an NDA, we then provide them the book. The book is a document. It's usually 15 pages, 20 pages, and it talks about the market, talks about your org, gives them a very limited amount of financials, talks about your story and why you're selling and what the opportunity is. And it's our story as your broker to go out and pitch this to people, okay? And basically our goal is to make sure that we have the confidentiality agreements and all the legal documents all set up, okay? Then we basically go try to find buyers, okay? And we go find buyers in every set. We ask you if there's anybody's interested. Sometimes you as sellers don't want us to talk to certain people. Sometimes there's certain people you won't sell it to, hell or high water. It don't matter what I came back and go, this guy's ideal for you. That guy's an asshole. I'm not going to sell it to him. Well, but you told me to sell. I know, but he's an asshole. I'm not selling. Well, okay. I guess I'll take him off my list. All right then. So once again, my 7 reasons why. But basically here's the deal. We want to go through this process, and then once we actually vet all these different buyers, try to get someone interested, then we go through the whole process of, they usually give you what they refer to as a term sheet or what a letter of intent, which says, hey, I'm John Overham Construction, and I would like to buy your business for this much down, and it's a term sheet. It's basically, here are the terms. I'm going to pay you this much. I'm going to do this. This is what's included. It's an asset sale. Here's the timeline. And all that is a non-binding agreement that at least this is what I'm willing to do. Okay, it doesn't go legal. It's just a document that says I'm willing to do this. If you sign an LOI, all that means is that you're stopping dating anybody else. It's just you and I, we're exclusive now. Okay, so anybody else that's interested, so what I'm doing is I'm out there brokering, trying to get a bunch of LOIs. I bring you the best LOI. We negotiate off that LOI. Once you sign an LOI, then you're negotiating with that person only. So we limit the due diligence process from about 90 days, but the idea is now you're exclusive. Not binding, no guarantees, but at least we've agreed on the terms. And now the devil's in the detail. They get to start doing research. They get to get in your underwear drawers and start asking you guys real questions, okay? And that process can take a while. Their due diligence, depending on how complicated your business is, that can take us a while. All right, prep. Here's what we're gonna go through. All of the marketing stuff that we need to put together is all in the prep. Here's what's contacting buyers, both inside and outside buyers. If you guys want to do an inside sale, so there's people who have said, hey John, I want to sell it to my employee. Johnny over here is going to buy the business from me, and we just need some help. Okay, how long will that take for me to put it together? It will probably take me, I'm going to say 6 months. Okay, and the main reason why is lawyers are going to take 2. Because they got to charge you by the hour, right? So they got to provide some kind of value. So they got to wordsmith the crap out of something that could be as easy as a sentence. So I'm going to blame them for 2 months. You're not available. You're busy. So finding time for you guys to be aware, and there are choices and options along the way. So generally, at best, that best would be 3 months, but I would tell you 6 months by the time that we would able to do it. If you have any kind of debt financing, or if you get outside banking, that adds another 60 days. You could do that within that, but that 60-day piece is going to take you for bank finance, SBA, any kind of banking. They're not doing it in 45 days right now. They're doing it in 60 at best. Okay, so if you're doing some debt financing, so if you have an internal sale, family, child, anybody else, 6 months best, outside be a year. Okay, we got to vet our buyers, right? And the key here is managing expectations. It takes work and it takes time. If you guys are not willing to be invested in the sale business experience, you're gonna fail. I mean, I tell all my buyers, I need you to be in this. Like, I need you to have at least 5 hours a week just for me. Consider me a project, okay? You can't just go, here you go, real estate agent, go sell my house and don't bother me. Your business is alive. It is a child. It grows, it wins, it loses every day, every month. What we started in January is not the same company we are in June than we are in December. I need you guys to be engaged in the process. It's crucial that you understand that everybody's part of this process, okay? Transition. Transition is a challenge, okay? I'm still doing. Transition is about what happens after you guys sell your business. And when do you tell your employees? How do I tell them? What am I going to do with my life? I was really surprised at how some of my customers, my employees were generally okay with it. A couple of them were pissed. But it was some of my competitors and vendors that were like, wow, you got out? How'd you get out? I want to get out. How'd you do that? You know, I didn't know you were looking. And it was kind of surprised. Because it was very private. It was only myself and my controller were the only 2 people that were involved in the process of the day that it closed. Because that's what I felt comfortable with. Some people are more open. I did not find that to be beneficial.